Thank you. And Minister, you're very welcome into the Chamber. It's good to see the recent statement from the National Broadband Ireland on the progress in surveying homes in Donegal. Hopefully over the next few months people will be able to experience the stated benefits of broadband in our rural areas, from mobile working, e-learning and mobile banking to digital tourism. So it's important to recognise the progress is being made, but for a plan of this magnitude we really have to dial back and look at the rate of progress and the meeting of deadlines. And that is where the questions may be. Last December we were told by NBI CEO Peter Hendrick that only 3,335 homes and businesses have been connected to high-speed internet under the National Broadband Plan since its rollout 22 months ago. But I see that figure has been updated to 5,400 as of the 14th of July, according to that statement. So that's been an extra 2,065 in the last month. We are quite far away off track from the original goal of delivering high-speed broadband to over 540,000 premises over the course of the 7-year project. In fact, the NBI hasn't even set its annual goal for 2022, having failed to reach the self-set goals for either of the 2 previous years of the rollout. All in all, it's disheartening between costs and tendering and withdrawals. By 2022, I would hope that most of us realise the importance of the role of the internet, and that importance is not going to diminish but only grow. We need to begin to think of broadband access in the same way we think of roads, provision of water, light and heat. The building of a robust, modern and future-proofed national broadband network is absolutely something that the state must do for the benefits of its citizen and the economy. And to some degree, the core infrastructure must remain a public asset. When it comes to providers and competition, I'm all for healthy competition in the market, but the infrastructure must first be there to ensure coverage and to allow for it in the first place. So what should be done? A few suggestions. Our broadband infrastructure must be future-proofed. Future-proofed means footpaths, roads, etc. should include installing ducting where needed that will be carrier neutral for the purpose of supplying broadband services. Providing such infrastructure may afford revenue generations to pay for the investment over time. It should also reduce the amount of work, road openings and overall costs of supplying broadband services, as well as encouraging more competition. While the broadband connection points are welcomed, they are limited in rural areas, so we need to supply and allow communities to provide for themselves with community broadband projects. This model has been successful in other countries. ComReg has not specified a specific rate of functional internet access. ComReg decided to specify that the data rate must not be less than 28.8 kilobits per second as a minimum data rate, and an associated target that 94% of the installed telephone connections must be capable of supporting a minimum data rate of kilobits per second. This is a minimum data rate, and that it does not preclude Air from offering data rates that are faster than this. This needs to be raised to at least 2 megabytes, and even that is far too low in the current year. But the infrastructure is so bad in places. It should be at least 10 at this stage. There's another issue with regard to the cost of broadband, particularly for the elderly. I would like to see the cost of broadband included in the household benefit package. Currently, the household benefit package includes electricity, gas, TV licence, etc. The telephone allowance at this moment in time is only available to people that are living alone and that are getting a fuel allowance, and that's €2.50 a week. So really, if you could do something, maybe incorporate the broadband costs for the elderly, I would appreciate that. Maybe that's something you could take up with for next year's budget. This is all of vital importance. We cannot penalise rural living through our failure to provide a necessary IT infrastructure, and it is not fair for those who do not live in major cities to be left behind in the digital revolution. So thank you for listening to my comments today, Minister. Thank you.
Thank you very much.